Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply and briefly talk about the act of being nice. Now, why in this particular case? Well, for me personally, as far back as I can possibly remember, either being a young toddler or a little kid, in my particular case, my parents would often teach me a lot of things that would get me through life thus far to begin with. And one of the many lessons that they taught me at a very young age, for instance, was to just simply be nice to each other, to have good manners and proper etiquette, and so on and so forth. And for me personally, for someone who was diagnosed with autism and was always an introverted, quiet kid to begin with, it being nice wasn't always uh, something that I can do very well, and I was always terrible at it in some instances. But that didn't mean that I didn't try to make an effort to be nice in those early days, and especially nowadays as well. Being nice overall can come in many forms. For instance, depending on who you are and how old you are and wherever you happen to be in the world. Like for instance, if you're a little kid, you can always try to share your toys with other kids, whether at home or at school or at a daycare, for instance, maybe even a preschool or even elementary school for that matter, if there are toys there, for instance. Or if you're a teenager, you can always try to help out your fellow friends in whatever homework or schoolwork, or just help them out with basic friendship, relationship advice, or anything like that, because because that's what being nice it is pretty much all about. Being able to put your own personal needs aside for at least a moment, and then try to help others in response. Some would say that's also what love is, but just being nice is just good enough for me. Um, and in some instances throughout the rest of my life, being nice usually kind of went largely unnoticed in some instances, where in some instances where I would try to be nice, it would kind of be overlooked to the point where they wouldn't even give me a thank you, for instance. And I was always confused as to why people would be like that, especially when I'm trying to make an effort to be nice in the first place. And then I quickly learned, since being a teenager, that there could be people out there who, instead of being nice, are trying to be mean instead. And it's not enough for people out there to just be mean and to be mean in their own lives. They have to go out of their way to make other people feel bad about things in the first place. And to this day, since then, and for as long as I breathe on this good green earth we have, I will never fully understand why people have to do that to each other in this world. And basically, as I have previously mentioned in another video on my YouTube channel, talking about choosing not to be outraged by anything, um, I am still genuinely concerned about the well-being of others, but I prefer not to be mad about it, for instance, if that makes sense. And basically, the act of being nice is something that usually can catch you by surprise in some ways more than others. I remember one instance where one of my classmates in high school had a soda that they were about to drink, and before they opened it, I asked them, expecting the answer no. I expect them to say no, but I asked them anyway if I can have that soda, and uh, already I already had a preconceived notion that he was going to be mean about it and say no to begin with, but instead he decided to give me the soda, and I didn't know what to do. I just froze, and it was just like, what do I do? And then of course the teacher recommended that I say thank you, and then that's what I did. I said thank you. And at that point in my life, being nice wasn't really working for me at that moment in time. But ultimately, that little moment right there gave me what little hope that I needed at that moment in time to be like, people can be mean, but people can also be nice, especially at a later age. Because when you get older, you feel like you don't care anymore. It feels like that, but you really should still care. Because you feel like the older you get, the more the world doesn't care about you. I promise we do still care about you. You still matter. You are loved. You are beautiful, and you still have a lot to contribute to society, no matter how small or how big, for instance. And basically, yeah, that's it on that. I truly believe that one day society as a whole is going to be so collectively burnt out from all the hatred and vitriol that we're all just going to wake up one day and just decide to just decide, you know what, I'm going to be nice instead. And you know what? So far that hasn't happened, and it really does feel like a long shot that would even happen in the first place. But I truly believe that it can happen one day. For instance, it's a long shot, but anything's possible. Anything is possible. And basically, with that being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and I always try to make an effort to be nice to people in life. You know, it's never easy. But then again, we don't do things because they are easy. We do things because they are hard, okay? And it is hard to be nice. So I always try to be nice. Please, if you want, like the video if you like this. Comment something you like or don't like, especially about being nice, because hopefully you like something about being nice, and so on and so forth. Press the red subscribe button down below if you haven't already to begin with. And please press the notification bell so you don't miss a future upload on my YouTube channel anytime soon. Please share the video with all the people you know and love in life on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I would always ask that you please take care of each other out there. Be nice to one another, as always. And, of course, as usual, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.